Introducing his opponent. From the Isle of Samoa, he weighs in at 280 pounds. He is the undefeated Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe.
What'd you say, bitch? You know what? I fired your mama because she's horrible in bed, you little twat. This little faggot down here said Detroit Tigers suck. Well, your mother sucks pretty damn good. You know what? They're going to try and quiet me here in the ECW arena by not cussing. Well, you know what I say? Kiss my ass. Joe, I want to tell you something. I was in this building making motherfuckers bleed. When you were playing with your little Barbie dolls. So I don't think Joe's gonna kill me. Why? Because Rhino's gonna gore you.
Oh, what a match we've got now. The War Machine Rhino taking on Samoa Joe. That unbeaten streak is gonna be up potentially and over here in a building that Rhino knows so well, and this Monsters falls count anywhere in this building.
And I gotta tell you something, Joe's unbeaten streak may be in more danger here tonight than ever before, because like you said, falls count anywhere. Pretty much anything goes. It's Monsters Ball here in Philadelphia in this building where, as Rhino said, I mean, he has destroyed so many competitors, so many opponents in the past. This is his house.
And Jerry, he's in a foul mood here tonight as he cussed out quite a few of the ringside fans. Not that I wouldn't cuss him out too with some of the comments they were making, but I mean, he is mad.
Well, Joe, very stoic, very focused, very intense as always. And you know, in the very, very dark recesses of his mind, he's got to be thinking about another individual in the building here tonight, Kurt Angle. But that's for another time, because right now the War Machine is in his face. Anything goes, falls count anywhere.
Oh, we got some big-time slaps right to the face. Not going to win a match, but it'll sure take the wind out of you. And so will that big forearm, and a kick from Samoa Joe sends Rhino to the mat.
The most unbelievably agile super heavyweight since the heyday of Bam Bam Bigelow. And Joe using those martial arts abilities. But Rhino fires right back.
Joe right to the corner. Rhino with a big tackle right in the midsection, and he told these fans Samoa Joe wasn't going to kill him, but he was going to gore Samoa Joe.
And Joe will not be out been hit harder. Joe on the move up. Running knee elevated to the jaw. Takes down the War Machine, and here's a cover.
Only a 1 count. Rhino is so tough that Joe could only get a 1 count after that series of offense. Now we got some big punches right to the chin. Staggers Rhino, and Joe gonna launch him right over the top to the floor.
Everything Joe does so measured. He thinks before every move. And what's he thinking about now? Joe on the move. Joe in the air.
Samoa Joe defying gravity with that plancha right between the ropes, landing on Rhino and crushing him up against that ring barrier. Now we're going to get this Falls Count Anywhere is going to come into play now.
And we said this building is Rhino's domain. For this one, this building is both of their domain because anything goes. And Joe just put his foot right through Rhino's face.
Rhino's in a lot of trouble now. He's down to his knees, and now a metal chair right into the back, the low back, the kidney area. That's so dangerous.
And Rhino fights right back. Rhino with the chair in hand now. And that back a wide open target.
Setting up that chair, putting Joe in it, going to retaliate for that face wash that he got from Joe just a few moments ago.
This is certainly Samoa Joe's domain. Rhino could not connect. Foot meets a steel guardrail, and that could not have felt good on Rhino.
Here we go, over the barrier, into the crowd here in Philadelphia. Thank goodness we're in the skybox. We're in no danger of being attacked. Oh, here.
Watch out. Joe goes low. Joe launching the chair.
They're fighting onto a table here set near the concession stand. Moving through this crowd. They're fighting, punching. Tell you what, they're almost at the emergency exit.
I can't believe these people even want to be this close to these two. I mean, it's exciting action, but I personally wouldn't want to be anywhere near this. These two are uncontrollable.
Joe's getting up a full head of steam. Big forearm sends Rhino down. And another chair. Joe just picking up chairs and launching them at Rhino. Rhino trying to fight back now.
Give it up to our crack video crew for staying on top of this action. We're taking you right inside the fight.
They're fighting towards the entrance area. As you mentioned, that great camera work, I think he had to do a pants change during this last intermission. And the America's Most Wanted was, I think they were admiring those Aeropostale new pants.
Following these guys, they're going all the way around the building. What the?
There's a fire extinguisher. This got set off. Rhino. Oh, they're going by the high spots table. Please don't touch the merchandise, guys. Going by the beer truck. Rhino just got a refreshment.
These two are going to tear this building down before this thing is said and done.
Rhino right into that wall. Joe measuring him up. He's got him in a front face lock.
He's just punking him out here. But what's he going to do? Joe standing over the fallen body of Rhino.
Rhino definitely looks stunned. Trying to make his way back to the ring. Joe just shoved a ringside fan. This is just going out of control at this point. Across the barrier just broke. Rhino definitely in a lot of trouble.
He just threw him through a ringside barricade. Do you know the force needed for that?
Rhino talked about this building was his, but I'm telling you, Jerry, Samoa Joe has claimed it.
Joe may be just moments away from claiming a victory in this Falls Count Anywhere Monsters Ball. And no, Rhino will not stay down.
Most of the ringside fans are going to have to set up their chairs. About half of them were knocked down in that melee as Rhino and Joe fought all the way around this building.
Joe again, full head of steam, and that charging forearm sends Rhino all the way into the outside.
And in a Falls Count Anywhere, it doesn't matter where the pinfall could occur. Wouldn't be surprised if it happened, as long as it's not up here in the skybox.
And Rhino with the reversal. Joe meets the guardrail, and Rhino with a steel garbage can lid.
Searching that ring, pulling out these weapons, trash cans. I'm telling you, Jerry, who puts up this ring that they would leave all this stuff under the ring? I mean, it happens time and time again, and trash cans and tables. And the ring crew, I think they got into the adult beverages when they were setting up this ring today.
I don't know, but Rhino certainly has shown over the years he has a sixth sense in finding this stuff as well as using this stuff. And Samoa Joe, if he doesn't do something real fast, he may be on the receiving end of this stuff.
Well, there's enough metal in the ring now to have a reuniting of Dawkins.
Rhino rolled into the ring, but he's got lid in hand.
And I know you heard it, fans. He connected with that one, bending that metal trash can across the head of Samoa Joe. And just like that, Samoa Joe finds himself down.
Mixed reaction for Rhino at this point in the contest. You have to respect the scary, aggressive offense that he has shown himself to be capable of.
Joe is picking up a piece of metal.
Up and down too soon. That was a swing and a hit.
Now we've got this trash can coming into play. Joe measuring it up. Gonna take it and slam it into Rhino. Doesn't see it coming. Oh.
And Rhino collapses in a heap. Joe cinches victory.
2.5, but Rhino able to kick out.
Yeah, but just barely. He's faded. He has taken such a beating, probably the most vicious beating ever in this building, a place where he's been so dominant.
Rhino now getting a second win, dropping some big haymakers on Samoa Joe.
This is true toughness. He is reaching down.
Oh, no.
Oh! Just like that, Joe muscles him down. And what do we have? Oh, couldn't get the shoulders down, but the STF may put Rhino out of the game.
Joe using a nice series there, that power bomb, and then turning it right to an STF right in the middle of the ring. But look at Rhino's picking up metal, slamming it in the face of Joe for the break. I mean, I have to say, it's the first time I've ever seen that used to get out of an STF.
Certainly. I've almost never seen that in the Olympics or any amateur-style wrestling, but this is the Monsters Ball. And Joe finding the openings for those kicks. Oh! You heard that throughout the arena.
Even closer with that pinfall attempt.
And Joe again taking a bit of a breather, thinking his next move. And at this point, he's got to be running out of ideas. Is Rhino unbeatable in this building?
Oh, what a chop! Just about ripping flesh with that big impact. Oh, wait a minute. Hook belly to belly from Rhino.
And he didn't just plant him, he threw him. Rhino is showing scary power.
Oh, he's setting up for the gore. Here he comes, Jerry. If he hits it, it's over. He did it. Samoa Joe's going to be beat right here in Philadelphia.
What?
2 9/10. I can't believe it. I just knew this would be the night. Samoa Joe's unbeatable streak is going to be snapped.
I never thought that I would ever see the day where someone withstands the gore here in this very building in Philadelphia. It just doesn't happen, but Samoa Joe just made it happen. He's a survivor, but for how long? Because it's time to set the table, and it ain't for Thanksgiving dinner.
You can tell Rhino's frustrated now. His big move, he's defeated so many people with, couldn't keep Joe down. He's going to bring out the wood in the form of that folding table. Telling you what, if he gores Joe through that table, I promise you that will be the end of that unbeaten streak.
And Joe with another lease on life. That open-handed palm strike, sumo style. Reversal of the whip by Rhino. Countering back and forth. Another belly to belly.
Hit the trash can lid right in the lower back. And there's the setup. Jerry, it's going to happen. Right here in Philadelphia. I told you it was going to happen. Rhino's going to do it. This is his building.
People could feel it, but no! Joe sidesteps. Rhino eats the wood.
Joe's going for the cover. No! Rhino able to get a shoulder up.
What is it going to take to beat the War Machine? Maybe it's impossible on this night.
Both men have suffered an incredible amount of punishment in this bout. Rhino barely moving. Joe finally recovering. But can he get a big move on Rhino? Rhino's so big. He's so large. I can't imagine a muscle buster. Oh, there's that big knee.
It's going to elevate him.
Is he going to attempt the muscle buster on Rhino?
This is ill-advised, to say the least. But so much pride within the heart of Samoa Joe. He wants to finish off Rhino. Maybe this is the only way he figures he can do it at this point. But Rhino fights out of it.
Joe into the ropes. Oh, right into Rhino for a spine buster.
And that could put Samoa Joe down. That could be the beginning of the end, but Rhino not going for the cover. Rhino going to the corner, and again, he's going to rely on his hardest shot. He's going to rely on something that didn't work for him earlier in the match. Will the second gore do the trick? Ow! We're never going to find out. Joe, the sleeper.
He's got the coquina clutch. It's locked in. Rhino right in the middle of the ring. He's going to have to tap, and he does.
He had nowhere to
The
go.
winner of the match via submission, Samoa Joe.
Joe able to counter that gore tip into the coquina clutch, and the unbeaten streak is preserved here in Philadelphia as he downs Rhino in the new Alhambra Arena. What a night this has been, Jerry, and it's only going to get better.